Okay.
Alright, so
Kai, we actually watched your entire fight, including the first round already. Arven sitting here, and his suggestions were
to watch this guy Kim Tae oops wrong.
Kim Tae-hoon?
Kim
I
Tae
love that guy.
we want to watch this guy specifically because
he has your exact same stance.
We're gonna rewind a little bit.
Actually, exact style. The same.
The exact style, not even the same stance, just the exact
Exact
style.
style. So
Maybe-
left leg in front, right leg back.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, maybe you can upgrade your kicks with this guy. You just watch the entire game.
So watch
Yeah,
I
as you
think.
can see.
specifically search for these guys. Mexico versus
No, that's not Mexico.
or sorry,
I don't know which country is that.
I think it's Italy. Italy against Kim Tae-hoon in the World Championships.
He has your exact style, like same back leg, right back leg, left leg in front. Arven's saying though he kicks multiple times.
It's not just one kick and then nothing. He kicks and then he brings it back in the same distance and is ready to follow up again with either the front leg or the back leg. So he's maintaining.
You have the height advantage.
So Arven was also stressing that because you have the height advantage, you don't want to kick here and then land
But
forward.
first, you have to stop in the same distance. Like you have to think the reach of the foot.
Okay.
Then look at the hand.
Okay.
It's like just drop here.
Yeah. Okay. So also, you can also say it in here.
But Arven's saying that you need to watch the distance of your opponent, and you want to have their maximum distance at your arm here. And so at full extension, they shouldn't be able to kick anywhere past your arm, and that's the distance that you should be playing at for the most part for your games. And then besides that,
like we're saying, maintain your same stance.
and
See?
yeah.
Look.
And see, the point of Arven is that because he's maintaining the distance so well here, even though this leg's extending, he's able to kick at his length without the opponent hitting back at it. And that's what Arven's saying for you in your fights, is that you're fighting at other guys' distance, not at your distance because you're taller.
Distance.
Yeah. See this entire sequence right here, Tae-hoon maintains distance the entire time. If you watch here, as soon as they start, Tae-hoon uses his footwork and moves backward exactly as much as the other guy's sliding. And because Tae-hoon's slightly taller in this engagement or in this fight, he's making sure to do that to make sure that obviously the other guy can't hit him. If you feel like it, bring up any other points.
Okay. I think let's watch the Mexico versus Korea because it's more similarity with the person we fought earlier.
Okay, Tae-hoon was. This one? It's Germany.
Wait.
What year was it?
Mexico, Korea.
2017?
Maybe try the. Yeah, that's just 50 kilograms. Carlos Navarro.
This one?
Yeah. Let's say the person who fought earlier is the same with the Mexican.
Okay,
So
so
he's
Korean.
the Korean.
Mexico blue
Oh
too.
wow, sorry, not right away. Okay, so
In this situation, Kai,
you are Kim Tae-hoon, and your opponent is Mexico. He said
this fight's actually very similar.
years. So if you want to know what to do, watch this guy, what he does, the way
he maintains distance.
the way he plays the game.
Mexico blue, Turkey red, straight into the action.
Pressures.
Look for steal early points.
So using his front
Bit of a
leg.
touch
Yeah.
of legs there. And
You can use
Navarro
your
takes the
front,
first
yeah,
point,
see.
tries back kick.
Because earlier, you can stab it. Earlier, because the opponent's always turning, you hit the head.
Yeah.
Then you can watch the Mexican trying to turn. But because of the distance of the Korean, the turning,
This
hindi umaabot.
one. Okay. So Arven's saying also here is Arven's saying that this is similar to your fight because Mexico spins a lot in this fight, but because Kim Tae-hoon is so good at maintaining the distance away from Mexico, none of the spinning kicks connect. So when you're fighting guys who spin a lot, the key point also is to maintain your distance, especially use your height advantage.
First point, tries a back kick. He definitely wants to spoil the
Always
World
follow up with
Championship
the
story
front
here.
leg.
And then Arvin's also saying you also need to follow up with your front leg. After you kick one, make sure you kick another one afterwards.
And again, combination kick there. Mexicans early 4-point lead. Kim seems to be a bit shocked by that. Even though he's the lighter of the two athletes, he's got slight reach advantage. It's not worked very well for him as yet, though. It's very early stage here in this first round. But Navarro's looking very aggressive and looking to take those points off the Korean. Was
Moscow.
taking one back himself
I think
now.
mas better nga yung isa pa eh. Yung Rabat ba yun? I don't know. But this one's good also.
Nice combination kick. Slow down a little bit now,
You need to
Navarro.
work
No
on
way
his
to
front
maintain
leg
that
also.
pace.
Okay. So Kai, Arvin's saying you got to make your front leg more dynamic, especially because you're a taller player.
Referee encouraging action now. They just slow down a little bit after that fast burst at the beginning.
Nice.
See?
Kim starting to get the
Like,
bench
they're the
support
same.
now. Navarro just stumbling a little bit there. We did see that in the female category, where the Korean athletes looked tired, looked fatigued, looked to be behind, and then came back. And goes high there, looking for
Nice.
headshot.
This is all the points, or the close points that Korea's getting also, Kai, is because he's following up constantly. A lot of pressure, maintaining distance. He pressures by
So Navarro
being around
started
that
off strong.
distance, and he's able to maintain
We
it.
can add to that in the
And
rest of
then
the match.
that way, if Mexico
Kim scores
spins,
2
you can
points,
counter
so
it,
2 point
and then it
differentiation.
also keeps Taylor in position to go for the head.
That's Kim's
A
head
lot of
attempt,
close
didn't get through that time.
Do you have any other points?
No, it was first. I can...
Kim starts a bit stronger this time. He's the one who's taking the initiative, and Navarro's looking for the counter kicks. Needs to be careful at the edge of that ring, goes for the back kick, stays in the area, goes for the headshot. He's going to get Kyungo for going out the contest area.
Like I was thinking, will change. Kyungo, it's slow Kyungo's. So it's 2015 before they changed the rules.
If both feet cross from the blue to the red, then Kyungo is awarded. The big punch there by Navarro.
Can we move to the other one? Mas better pala yun.
The one before. This is the recent one? The one that just finished?
Yeah, I think so. The final.
Yeah.
Hindi yun yung double yun.
Don't know what that one is.
He's moving around his opponent now, his Korean opponent, almost
I think
taunting
it
him
is.
as such.
Yeah, you wanna watch that one later.
Kim tries a back kick. That's that in combination and kicks. Navarro standing still. He's got to be careful of the headshot. And he's there. Navarro does well to get a point back again, to keep him the lead.
Oh, Navarro. Just put Navarro na. Same pa din.
Needs to be careful of his ring position. Goes for the punch again.
No. Versus... It's not like Navarro Mexico versus Kim Tae Korea. Same lang. Where is it? This one.
Referee Babu. So,
I think Mexico won there.
그럼 저 여자 눈만 있으면 인간 몸에 숨은 제스통도 찾아낼 수 있다는 거잖아.
So Taeyeon Kim, Olympic bronze medalist, versus Carlos Navarro from Mexico, also an Olympian from Rio 2016. Referee is Tarek Bernardi from Morocco. Straight away, lots of action leg, good leg control. Mexican comes out fast, double kicking technique off the front leg, good leg control. Kim comes off the back leg, straight away, lots of action to start with. No measuring each other up and straight into the action.
yeah, a little slower.
Navarro
I
throwing
think
his
that's
arms,
enough.
trying
Like,
to create a
I
reaction,
can watch
comes off the
this
back
guy
leg,
na lang.
kicks.
Let's break down his game na lang. Like,
Okay.
let's what do you call this? Break down his game. Like, we can tell him what he do. What he
See,
do.
guy.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to go back to his videos, or you done the?
Yeah, so his videos. Yeah,
Okay.
videos. I think I think in this position, all we need to do is like the distance. Like he need to keep the distance that he's sure when his opponent will kick, is ready to defend.
Okay.
Like, he
So
need
be on
to-
the edge of his distance. Okay.
He need to put this in his mind, like while getting the distance. First come to his mind is defense, not offense.
Okay. Okay. So what Arven's saying, Kai, I'm not sure if you can hear him, but what he's saying is at this distance, you need to figure out the distance where your opponent can will be just out of range. So you want the distance as to, like we were saying earlier, just where your arm is going to be in front of you, and your first thought, Arven is saying, shouldn't be how to hit him necessarily, but it should be defensively. You should be expecting him to kick, and how are you going to counter what he's doing?
Then I think he have a hard time when the opponent like nagmo-move forward then kick. He have no defense, so he can use his front leg to engage the kick of opponent. Like
To cancel.
yeah,
Okay,
cancel
okay.
with the front leg.
Yeah. Okay. So also
Like what we're doing, like
Yeah.
engage.
So also what Arven's saying is
Para yung momentum masira.
yeah. What Arven's saying also is when this guy slides in and he attacks you with either his front leg or the back leg, you don't really have an immediate defense. You kind of just
Left your
wait.
front leg.
You kind of just right now you don't really have a solid defense. So what Arven's saying to do instead is whether it's front leg, or back leg, if you're not sure, you can lift your leg, not to score, but just to cancel. And then your legs will hit each other, and it nullifies his attack, and it stops his momentum from going forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is moving backward. That's why
And so the reason you got hit with this is because
you're giving momentum.
you're letting him have the forward momentum, and if you had done what he had said, if you had canceled in this situation, your leg would have canceled, would have collided with his,
Yeah.
and then there's no axe kick that can come
Okay,
out.
I'll give you some sample. Let's go to the YouTube. How to use the front leg defense.
Okay, so we're gonna go over how to use the front leg defense.
Iran. Search the Iran player. Name Yagubi.
It's like super complicated, right?
GHUBI, I think. Yeah.
It's just 2017.
Doesn't matter. It's the same. Let's just show him how to use the front leg.
It's not been his best Grand Prix
Forward.
series. No, definitely not. Ring, and he's also
Oh, this is the one where Servet goes all out round 3 from Maui.
bounce.
Let's do the first round. Okay, forward, more forward.
And a red one
Forward.
is we'll talk to you a little bit more about that since then, but very interesting first 2 minutes there, Ruben. So that very much on the
Yeah,
attack
okay,
from the
that's
start.
enough. Let's see.
Yagubi was happy to kind of take the pressure, but then went on the attack himself.
Look how he used the front leg when the opponent kick, and how to maintain the distance.
So he's saying, watch how Blue, the Iranian player, watch how he's maintaining distance and how he uses his front leg to defend himself.
Wants to open up.
See,
He took real
just like that.
advantage.
And so, like in this instance, watch the way he uses his front leg to cancel that.
He just wants to spoil him. And you can see Savet wants to open up.
He doesn't really, it's not there for points, it's just there to get in the way of what
which he
Red's
hasn't
doing.
done yet. So it's a great change
Distance.
of plan
Yeah,
there.
and he's maintaining distance all the time too. He's inching forward, inching forward.
I think there's a style on the planet that Savet Tazagal hasn't come across in his distinguished career. And at the moment, though, he's coming up against a young
Yeah, just
man
like that.
who is showing no fear and just picking up quality opponents as he goes along. Can he get a scalp here?
In a lot of these instances, Red Tazagul is spinning a lot and it's getting cancelled out by Iran. I mean, so Red spins way often, so some of it goes through, but
What we're trying to
But
see is like
Tazagal.
we're telling him how to use the defense.
yeah. But
It's
the
all
main-
about defense. The guy is all about defense.
The main point is to watch Iranian's defense though, and what with his front leg.
Using the distance and the front leg. Distance.
So the key points to Red's defense is one is the distance. He makes sure that Red never gets too close. If he inches forward, he's careful to inch back. He doesn't just sit here though. If you notice, he's constantly pressing forward. But as soon as Red moves forward, he matches the distance going backwards. And alongside that, oops.
Because the only time the Iranian kick or get scored if the opponent get pressure,
Okay.
or if it's like he's getting the distance, he stops. Then when he hit the danger zone, then the opponent no reaction. That's the way he.
Okay. So what Arven's also saying is that when so what we're saying before is Blue will inch forward. If Red attacks, Blue will match the distance going backwards. But if Blue moves forward, the only time Blue kicks offensively is if he moves forward and Red stops. So he enters into distance.
The
he
danger,
just goes,
the gen-
like,
danger.
into the danger zone, and once he hits past that line of distance, Iran goes. So for you, the key points we want to take away from this are the distance maintenance, and then, like we said, using the front leg to defend yourself as well.
Yeah, I think he just needs to keep his cool a little bit. He's getting a bit
Move,
too close.
balik
He's
mo
rushing a
para
little bit.
makita niya.
But here I think he just needs to
Balik ba?
keep it 30
Yeah,
seconds.
look.
He uses
He move forward.
He's moving forward, he's moving
Yeah.
forward.
kicks that you can do.
Red's trying to
spins,
stop
lines,
moving.
back kicks, reverses.
Ren's looking for it.
Atras.
Um,
Then moving
Match the
forward.
distance and then move forward again.
Keep
And
his
then
cool a
shoots.
little bit. He's getting a bit too close. He's rushing a little bit. And
Then
he's just
again,
been picked up
forward.
twice, and that was a
Ren's
great
still
shot by,
pressuring, just
Counter.
And that is cool a little bit. He's
and
getting
it's
a bit
and he's like we said, he's just inching forward, applying pressure, applying a little bit of pressure, applying a little bit of pressure. The entire time he's sitting defense on his front leg, and then when Red goes for it,
close. He's
we
rushing
can
a
go
little
open
bit.
to Iran.
He's just been picked off twice, and that was a great shot by Alfado Yagubi.
Nice.
And that's a
And
huge
again.
shot. Another one from Yagubi. And the world champion finds himself 5 behind here.
Distance.
Another yellow card for,
Yeah.
He stop.
Still a distance.
Danger zone. Danger.
and,
There's no reaction. That's why he kicks.
So in this situation, watch. That's what we're saying. Watch.
Another yellow card for
He stopped moving forward. He's not moving anymore, and then Blue goes, and then Blue goes. He inches forward until Red stops moving, and then he goes.
But always remember, this opponent always thinking is defense first.
Okay.
Defense first.
But the main point also, Arven wants to drive home is that even though he's moving forward and pressuring, he's inching forward, he's only thinking about defense. And so he's waiting for Red's reaction. If Red goes while he's inching forward, he maintains distance, uses front leg to defend. If Red stops moving and he inches forward, he passes into the danger zone.
Yeah, intercept or kick forward.
He's ready to intercept the leg or to kick going forward.
Maybe I understand that.
Yeah.
It's easier than the Korean, right?
Yeah.
See, maintaining distance.
So even through all of this, he's maintaining distance going backwards. Even as he's like, all this stuff is coming at him, he's maintaining distance going backwards the entire time.
Pressure's on here. 13-5. And I don't think anybody
See,
would have
distance.
fancied this.
Front leg forward.
Not at
For
all.
like counter.
An attempt there.
Hopefully he scored on it.
Tazagul doesn't quite connect. And scoring system hit 16-5.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to other one. It's more mas maintindihan niya. Versus
Abulfazl Yagubi here is doing brilliantly. He's picking him off because you can see Savet just rushing. He's getting a bit wild. And again, that's close just after time. It's just after time. But you can see he's just picking off his headshots beautifully.
World champion surviving a
there's fight here.
activity from Yagubi.
Yagubi versus
And talk about an athlete
Switch.
competing with no fear.
Yeah.
That's a lot of more
Yagubi there.
defense. Legit. How to use the front leg and keep keeping the distance.
So, or,
Yeah,
The
that's one.
Olympian
Look.
and the gold medalists.
So watch same thing in this one where watch Iran's distance maintenance and the front leg defense.
So two
Maintaining distance,
really
and
surprised
he's intercepting.
semi-finalists.
That's what I'm talking about. The
Yeah.
engage.
The Iranian.
So if we walk, the technique Arven wants you to pick up is this. Just that. Watch this lift. This.
Just don't copy the half kick kasi
So-
bawal na.
So you can't do this with your leg bent like this anymore. If you do it straight though, it has the same, even if you lift it straight, it'll count as a kick. Or if you flick it, even if you flick it almost just like a roundhouse, it won't count as a deduction, but it'll still have the same effect of negating this guy's front leg.
I mean the half kick, the juke half kick. Kasi
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
doing it, so
That's,
no more.
that's all I'm saying. But on the that
Yeah.
straightening leg, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Two really surprised semi-finalists. The
So
Iranian
ready for defense always.
And he's sitting on defense the entire time.
and the second Korean. Kim Hun won the Chungcheon
You
Open.
can't do
last
that
month,
leg pickup anymore. But
which is effectively the Korean Open, which is a
try and take away the way he intercepts the Korean's kicks.
Yeah.
Front leg.
See.
See, like this instance. Here. This. Using this to not really to score, but to like shove this guy's leg out away.
And look at the body.
Yeah.
So
And the body, if you notice also, he's not standing straight up, he's leaning backwards, so that way in case this does go to his face, his head is out of the way because he moved it back. So slightly back, this leg isn't coming to score, this foot isn't for scoring, this foot and the leg are just here to make sure that this doesn't get through.
And obviously, he'll be wanting to qualify to the final and take on Daeon Lee to try and influence the selection of Olympic athletes.
just like that.
Cautious start by both in this match, though. They're looking for the
That's
foot.
good. Okay, now let's give him key points, like how to get points from defense.
So this one or
Let's go to yeah, same. We will here the opponent was let's change it. Farzan. You know the Finway?
I don't watch it too much.
Farzan yan.
Okay.
No, Farzan.
Or then
Let's in this case.
So Arven's going through. He's looking for a fight to show you not only how to defend with your front leg now, but how to score with your front leg.
내 눈에 죽음의 그림자가 보여요. 그림자를 만지면
2017. Maximize screen. Okay.
Do it first on how to use the defense.
Aggressive. We saw how good he was in Muju.
Okay.
Very
So
adept
what we're
with the
looking
front leg.
for.
Defense straight.
So, Kyle, what we're looking for here is how to defend, how the Iranian is defending with his front leg, and then is trying to go for points after his defense with the front leg.
There, Navarro, aggressive. We saw how good he was in Muju. Very adept with the front leg.
Oh, you mean after the left flick?
Yeah.
Shozadi has that defense going. Nice fake as well. Navarro slips to
I'll
the
try
deck.
to find a good example for the shot.
Takes the gam, John,
I just watch first.
for his efforts.
I didn't see this one, but I know that he's always using that kind of technique. Especially last
Shozadi
year.
holding the centre of the ring here. Beckoning in Carlos Navarro. It's that gam, John, that separates the two of them so far. Navarro, a little bit spooked by the faking style, tries to throw one of his own in there. Hands up in the air. So far, there's a little shot there from Navarro. Well, that gives him something to cheer about as well. Perfect technique. How's that? Move back, that was the advice, but certainly not moving back.
That's something you can use also.
Move back, that was
Watch blue.
Defense, front leg.
Front leg defense.
move back,
On
that
the
was the
flash.
advice, but certainly not moving back there. Iranian coach happier with the eights. Rabat Morocco, second one of the season. Staying power so important. Good kick to the body there from Navarro, has a fly look at the scoreboard.
나는 인간의 영혼을 수거하는 일을 한다. 인간들은 그런
I think this one's the best.
В Южной Корее продолжается чемпионат мира по тхэквондо 2000. Олимпиады мистическую по накалу страстей победу российского тхэквондиста Антона Каткова из Карелии. Антон Катков выиграл у Антона Каткова. Является тот самый в свое время был жить с семьей в Молдавию. Конечно же, человек, способный за счет своей скорости, прыжков и, конечно же, вот таких вот ударов, которые сейчас, правда, на встречном движении на голову получил Айрон Кук, но, вы знаете, он может проигрывать и 10 очков, 0-10, но выиграть бой. Так было, кстати, на чемпионате мира 2015 в Челябинске. Айрон Кук тогда просто настоящий фейерверк выдавал один бой за другим. Это просто удар в голову один сменял другой. В одном прыжке Кук умудрялся аж 9 очков набрать. Да, я не ошибаюсь, именно 9. Как помните, в тех голливудских боевиках начала 90-х, когда с одной и с другой стороны лица ногами владели и китайские бойцы, и тот же Жан-Клод Ван Дам. Так вот, так вот Айрон Кук в этом духе одерживал красочные, яркие, личные победы. Сейчас Айрон Кук нарвался на удар в голову от Милада Харчикани и теперь успокоился. Повыше азербайджанец, Молдаванина. В этом показателе есть определенный минус, но очень скоростно подчеркивает спортсмен Айрон Кук, спортсмен с боевым духом, вот таким же примерно, как у Антона Каткова. И он никогда не будет сдаваться. Никогда. Даже если будет проигрывать очень крупно. В первом раунде остается 30 секунд. И пока ничего не может изменить Айрон Кук. Просто не может подойти к высокорослому азербайджанцу. И попробовал рукой, не получилось. Кстати, как здорово работает Харчигани на дистанции и ловит еще в одном движении соперника, и еще на голову добавляет, и еще ситуация, о которой я говорил, когда Айрон Кук может проигрывать 10 очков, а потом уже расслабившись пойти на такие авантюрные, с одной стороны, и непредсказуемые атаки, и просто это запутает соперника, и многие теряются, не знают, что делать, и проигрывают Айрону Куку. Вот вопрос, как здесь будет в полуфинале чемпионата мира. Я напоминаю, что телеканал Матч Арена ведет прямой эфир из корейского города Муйджу. Мундиаль завершается сегодня для представителей этого южнокорейского единоборства. На родине Тхэквондо проходит первенство мира, но корейцы, помимо того, что здорово организовали турнир, еще и доказали всем свой класс, показали свою мощь, свою силу. В общей команде сегодня побороться по финальному очень приятно. 4 будет и 2 в худшем для нас раскладе. Серебряные, 1 золотая и 2 бронзовые. При счете 9-0 в пользу Милада Харчигани начинается второй раунд, в котором Айрон Кук только первое свое очко умудряется набрать, при том, что у соперника этих очков 11 честно заработанных. Айрона Кука мы перехвалили, похоже.
I think he gets Godfrey. The fight, it's not the fight because Azerbaijan was winning.
Очень хладнокровно азербайджанец и на Олимпиаде себя показал. Очень. Очень хладнокровно азербайджанец и на Олимпиаде себя показал. Вообще сборная Азербайджана мужская от Тхэквондо прибавила на глазах. И Радик Исаев, и Милад Харчигани, и сегодня Мамадов, который бронзу завоевал в другой мужской весовой категории. Сборная Азербайджана в очень сильного соперника для Южной Кореи превратилась, для нашей сборной. Медперсонал плечом, очень неудачно здесь попал. Мужественно. Бой на таких скоростях. Здесь плечом, очень неудачно здесь попал. Но мужественно Айрон Кук продолжает сражение. Очень неудачно здесь попал.
So this is from this year. So the scoring pressure on the armor is the same as what you guys are using, and for you guys it's lighter. So watch Azerbaijan. He defends. Oh, this sounds really fast.
Продолжать бой на таких скоростях. Здесь плечом, очень неудачно здесь попал.
He doesn't put his foot down.
Скоростях, здесь плечом, очень неудачно здесь попал. Но мужественно, очень неудачно здесь попал. Бой на таких скоростях, здесь плечом, очень неудачно здесь попал.
He defends the first one and knocks Aaron Cook off balance. That's why he's so open like this. Because his first kick was actually intercepted, like he collided his foot up to Aaron's on purpose to open Aaron up, and then now this is open, and Azerbaijan scores 2 body kicks.
The key point also is Aaron Cook drop his feet on the ground, in the good distance.
Okay.
For
And
Azerbaijan.
Then, the other key point besides, so what we're saying before is you can, after you negate, you can hold your leg up like Azerbaijan does and then fall to the body. You can also take this as face. Arven's also saying because Azerbaijan's distancing during Aaron Cook's attack is good, Aaron Cook's leg goes down, and this is also why Azerbaijan is able to fall. Because if he's not maintaining distance properly, he's too close. It's too small of a space for him to kick. Also, same thing. If he's too far back, it's going to be too long of a space for him to kick.
And that's the easy getting the points also. When your opponent drop his foot on the ground in your front. Because parang nag-ano pa siya, like recovery.
Yeah.
But because of your mind is defense first before offense. So that's the moment when the opponent recover, you're the one who's gonna get the points because he's not prepared.
Arven's also saying this is an opportune moment, not only just in this situation, like specifically for this kind of mindset, it's good because as your opponent kicks once, and if you and your opponent kick one time, boom, but you leave your leg up and you're thinking offense, your opponent's thinking recovery because their foot's dropping. So as their foot's dropping, that's when you go. And because Aaron's thinking about recovery, it leaves him open for these body shots. And so that's another key point is after you intercept, if you think about intercept and then kick right after, try and score after, a lot of situations like the one here on screen are going to happen for you. And that's what Arven was saying. Take advantage of the recovery of your opponent when their foot's down or foot's on the way down, because they can't kick during that time, but you can get your leg. Hopefully you kept your leg up and you're able to follow up.
Но мужественно Арен Кук продолжает сражение, может быть и без перелома обошлось. При счете 2:18 близок к досрочной победе его соперник.
They engage.
И возможно эта победа
I think if he used like that in his opponent,
придет и во втором раунде к
Arven's saying that if you played this kind of a game plan against your opponent, he doesn't think your opponent would have been able to
5 очков. Айрон Кук проигрывает с разгромным счетом, и нам бы хотелось, чтобы заставил попотеть в концовке Азербайджана.
The defense, your front leg, the distancing of when they come in, and then you gotta have a strong core and hips.
Yeah, have to work on it.
Like the reason when my sister had you guys doing wall kicks or like holding a bag and fluttering your kicks repeatedly is so that way you can kick like the way this guy's kicking. Because if you can't hold your leg up for more than 1 or 2 kicks, you can't do what this guy's doing physically. And so the reason she has you guys do that is so you guys are able to have weapons like this in your arsenal, the way Azerbaijan does.
Айрон Кук, потому что Айрону Куку нужно помочь Антону Каткову, да?
Let's give him last one.
Okay.
Last
fight.
Very like a very nice sample. Can you search Taipei versus Lee Dae-hun, the recent one? That's the very downstairs, and that's the Wagyong words. The
Robot?
Robot, yeah. If you can see on that video, it's very although nanalo si Lee Dae-hun or get points in the last moment because maybe Lee Dae-hun is very good, but if you can see, the defense was so good. I think this is wait, there's music. Okay, look at the front leg of the Taipei.
Okay, so in this one we're watching Taipei's front leg. This one.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Engage.
Yeah. So watch. Lee Dae-hun comes in.
Then there's moment, if you can see, after that you're gonna change it from defense to get points.
Okay.
Okay, just let's watch it first.
Okay. So we're watching Taipei. He's gonna defend the way we're showing you, and then after his defense, there's a moment where he's gonna defend and then go for a point right after.
Tiny margins can make a difference.
Like, let's don't look the score or
Okay. Don't watch the score though, but just watch the technique.
All the way through. Headshot attempt there from Wang Yujin.
and that especially he try also to watch the front leg for changing target from here, body, straight.
Okay. The other thing also to look out for Taipei isn't only just the defense, and when he's going for points, he changes the target a lot. So he goes to the back, he tries to the front, he goes to the head, and then he'll bring it back down into the body. And it's to make sure that Lee Dae-hun's arms, like when he's blocking, he has to guess where he gets to block. It's not just one block here, or one block in front, or one block to the head. He has to constantly, Lee Dae-hun, when Taipei's trying to get the point, has to now guess and try to guess properly as to where Taipei is trying to kick next.
Yeah, that's one of the sample that para hindi ka like your opponent read you easy.
And it's you want to do that so that way your opponent doesn't easily read you.
See, body, straight from head.
So like in this situation, he just went to his head, and then he did went a front leg hook kick, and then he went to the cut like straight. There's 3 different targets in the span of like 1 second. So that way, Lee Dae-hun doesn't know where to block. And if he does block, it's just off good reaction.
Siguro kung sa iba yan tumama na.
Yeah. If Lee Dae-hun wasn't Lee Dae-hun, one of those would have hit.
Like
Lee
this
Dae-hoon
guy's
was the best defender ever.
Yeah, Lee Dae-hoon has the best defense in the world right now.
On that day,
Double tap.
He's constantly trying to, even
a bit of an upset in the previous one.
they're both trying to get a point
Overcoming
after.
Jones, the favourite coming in. Lee Dae-hoon for sure the favourite in this one. Hwang Yu-jin, can he upset the odds?
Wait, is like his arm on his
Halfway
relaxed?
through this
Oh,
opening
there we go.
period.
There we go. Ah,
Yeah.
See, like right there also, that was a defense, and then he tried again.
Actually, he's trying to get points also. Look,
Yeah,
after
that's what I'm saying.
defense.
That's what I'm saying. But after the defense here, watch
Taipei's foot. After he
defends, he doesn't just defend it and then put his leg down. He defends, holds it here, and then tries to go for another point.
And the reason why he want the points, because Lee Dae-hoon dropped his front on the his feet on the.
Okay. And the reasoning for Taipei going for the points in this next exchange is because after he intercepts Lee Dae-hoon's foot, negates it, Lee Dae-hoon's foot is on the way down, and so Taipei sees Lee Dae-hoon's foot coming down, and then is trying to go for the extra point. So watch
Halfway through this
here.
opening period.
Oh wait, I think I passed it. Oh, right there. Boom. I'll replay it one more time just so you can see. Lee Dae-hoon's foot, he's underneath here, but then Lee Dae-hoon's foot falls on the outside, and then Taipei immediately tries to go for a point.
For this opening period.
Boom, boom.
Seen the work in the clinch so far from Hwang Yu-jin. Can he execute again? It's Lee Dae-hoon. Simple shot under the arm, blocked well.
See.
Yeah. You watch Taipei's constantly lifting his legs trying to beat Lee Dae-hoon, and then he's trying to score afterwards.
Lee Dae-hoon coming forward. Manages to score a little push kick on the way through there. Persistence paying off. Likewise with the punch.
This is the
Punch
finals.
power on it though.
Yeah, that's a finals.
Oh, this is the
Last
final.
30.
So
The reason we're also saying not to watch the scorecard because you might be looking at the score and saying, well, it's 0-0,
it
doesn't.
doesn't work. The only reason it's not working is because Lee Dae-hoon is Lee Dae-hoon. This guy's like been king of the world for Taekwondo for the last, I don't know how many years, since 2012?
Yeah.
The 2012, Lee Dae-hoon was in the finals of the Olympics. Since 2012, he's been like completely dominant in his division. And so we're saying not to watch the score because this is the final, and that means Taipei got here using this technique.
Yeah, we're
And it's
watching
effective
the
against anyone.
strategy.
We're watching for strategy, and so we're saying this would have been effective against anyone except this person specific in the world. If it wasn't Lee Dae-hoon, it would have hit.
50 seconds of the first round. Hwang Yu-jin missing the headshot, not by much though.
And the pressure from Lee Dae-hoon was very.
A good shot
Yeah.
from Hwang
Actually,
Yu-jin.
I
Nice
commented
response
on
from
that
him.
We're on Lee Dae-hoon's pressure for not being forward pressure not attacking. We're saying Lee Dae-hoon's
If you okay,
forward pressure is incredible.
actually Lee Dae-hoon was like hindi siya mahaba stamina.
Yeah.
If you watch all the fight of Lee Dae-hoon, he's more focusing on defense also. Look,
Okay, okay.
watch. This guy will kick a lot.
Yeah, that's actually what I noticed then. That's why parang when,
It's more on defense.
Yeah.
Forward. When it's all of the top players have the same style.
yeah.
Like the Iranian earlier.
Mm.
He's moving forward. When the opponent stops
Kicks.
kicking,
That's what.
then when he's in the danger zone, yun, that's the moment magsisipa siya.
Mm.
But more on lalapitan niya lang ang danger zone. Pero yung mindset niya, defense
Defense.
first. When you're done, I'm next.
Okay, okay.
Always like that.
And so Arven was saying that all the top players now, the strategy is always just what we were saying before. You just inch forward, inch forward, inch forward. When this person stops moving and you inch forward into the danger zone, then you can kick. If they kick at any time before, if you're inching forward, and they attack, then you just you maintain distance, and then when they're done kicking, then you can kick. And then when that's done, you just keep doing the same thing. You inch forward, inch forward, inch forward. The mentality is, even though he's applying forward pressure, is defense first though.
Headshot attempt there from Hwang Yu-jin.
See?
Yeah, he's just inching forward.
Forward.
The reputation
and then he thinks he can, he doesn't think Taipei's gonna move, so he kicks, and then maintaining distance, and applying pressure, maintaining distance.
Wang Yujin half his day today. We've seen a little bit of an upset in the previous one. Antis Ilgun overcoming Jay Jones, the favourite coming in. Lee Dae-hoon for sure the favourite in this one. Wang Yujin, can he upset the odds?
Okay, let's go back to Taipei.
Halfway through this opening period.
But yeah, just watch. We'll just watch for the strategy. Taipei is doing the defense and then kicking afterwards. Lee Dae-hoon is just applying forward pressure.
Under the arm, blocked well.
I think it'd work actually.
Boom.
Yeah.
Again.
I know. What Taipei is doing this front leg in that entire exchange is what we're saying to do. Defend and then kick. Defend and
Forward.
kick.
Manages to score a little push kick on the way through there. Persistence paying off. Likewise with the punch. Not much power on it though. To the last 30 seconds of the first round. Wang Yujin missing the headshot. Not by much though. Great control there. And a good shot from Wang Yujin. Nice response from him. Lee Dae-hoon just turns the tables and opens up another 2-point lead here. An engrossing first period.
내 죽음의 그림자.
I think he understands it.
Up another 2-point lead here.
But anyway, Kai, that's about it. I'm gonna edit this out so that way there's not as much blank space. But for the most part, hopefully you got all of that. And if you have any questions, let me know, let my sister know. And yeah, good luck with the next tournament, man.